So welcome to your next GP event. We are at the strategy guide time, whether it's for qualifying or this is for the opening round and final round. This week we're using the same intro video because I have just got married, so I am probably sunbathing somewhere on my honeymoon. So we're using the same intro for the qualifying video and the weekend strategy guide. So don't be alarmed, it's just I could only prep so much in advance for your strategy guide. Now remember, these strategy guides are absolutely on point. They cover your strategy for each series, they cover the boosts that are best around the circuit, they even tell you where to push, where to conserve, where to use DRS. We have absolutely it all in these strategy guides, and this is what we are going to give to you every week to try and get your best result of the season. So what have we got coming up this week? Again, if you've already done qualifying and this is the weekend, you'll know already. We have got Button and Coulthard who are boosted from the Legends. I don't expect legendary drivers to be available, but just check that for me when you go to your GP. We have also got Isaac Hadjar, we have got Slick Shift, and we have got Pivot. And to be fair, it's a 20% stat boost on all of these, so that is going to be very, very interesting. We're rocking a 20% stat boost already. Now I believe that is correct. I don't expect to see it to go down to 10, but who knows. But that is showing a 20% stat boost, and they are your parts and drivers. But remember, check your legendary drivers because they may not be permitted. They may only be allowed in the duels instead, so just check that for me. But it's time to get into your strategy guide. Check your sponsor task as well. I don't know what they currently are prepping so far in advance, so make sure to go and check what they are as well. Good luck, let's get into your strategy guides. Barcelona and Spain, tyre management, drivers and cornering setup now being required. So you need to make sure you've got your drivers selected and your setup selected for tyre management and cornering. Pretty much the same as last year it is. 10 laps though to come in Barcelona. We have got pretty much a lot of two-stops out there. Junior, Challenger and Contender all rocking the two-stop. Even Champion with a two-stop strategy as well. That does go to a one-stop strategy too, if you can, all the way up to 90 tyre management. So we should be used to this track last year, but obviously an extra lap to do. Now the boosts above my head, Movember, Saar and Nazar. You've also got Downforce and Self-Control, all feature tyre management and cornering. In the middle we have your track map. We have got blue for conserve, obviously red for attacking through the corners. Usually get a pretty good race start around Barcelona, and obviously DRS if you're going to be using it down that long straight. If not, conserve on that long straight. Imola in wet conditions then. Race start drivers are going to be the ones that you need to go to, as well as a power unit setup for your car. This is a 9-lap circuit, so predominantly featuring two-stop strategies in wet conditions. That is for Junior, Challenger and Contender, whereas we are actually looking that Champion is going to be a bit of a stretch to do a one-stop until the later levels of the Epics, so 90 tyre management we recommend for that one at present. The boosts above me are Surf, Rooster, Gladiator. They are the 3 best boosts which feature both race start and power unit in Imola. You can also take advantage using Instinct and Frost as well. Now, with the track map, it's south. Down the home straight is the best place to conserve, but it's also the best place to use your DRS if you have it. So push down that straight if you've got DRS, conserve that straight if you don't. Attack through the corners, and there's only a couple of places to really come off the accelerator around here. You should be attacking every single corner at Imola. Baku then is up next in those dry conditions, and we have got overtaking drivers being required at Baku and a full speed setup also being required. That's going to help you get the most out of your performance at Baku. Now, in is a 7-lap race, so Junior and Challenger are going to be often doing a 2-stop strategy, as you can see there. And we have also then got into Contender and Champion. We have got the 65 tyre management for the one-stop, 75 for the one-stop in Champion. Obviously, Contender, we're actually going to keep at a 3 soft 4 hard on both. Obviously, watch you double stack. If you're not capable of it, make sure you do the opposite strategies. But really, you want to get off to the best possible start around here, and softs are going to allow you to do that. Now, the boosts above, a lot of boosts feature overtaking and speed. Firework, Eternal Flame and Street Shark are really good. You've also got Warrior, Hex, Unstoppable, Taurus, Eclipse and Skull, really good as well. Now the track map, there you go, you have got blue down that back straight to conserve, everywhere else is pretty much yellow and a red zone for attacking. DRS down that back straight is incredible, and so is the second DRS zone if you use it there instead, which is from turn 2 down to turn 3. That is also really good. If you don't have DRS, of course, in Junior, make sure to conserve down the straights and attack in those corners. Australia then, which is now a race start driver track, so make sure to pick your highest race start drivers for Melbourne, and we've now got a speed circuit, so full speed is absolutely the way to go on your car when you face Melbourne in a GP event. So this is now a 9-lap race as well, so in the draw you have got Junior and Challenger, which are going to be doing 2-stop strategies, and you can see the strategies there down below. Obviously you've got the 3 mediums, you've got the 2 softs, basically using all tyres in the early series, and then in Contender and Champion we move to the 1-stop strategy. You've got a 4 medium, 5 hard, 4 medium, and even better into Champions where you're going to be using the medium and softs. We've got your recommended tyre managements either side as well, so this is going to be enabling you to also be able to push in your strategy as well. Now the boost above my head, we have got both Race Start and Speed included, so Firework and Street Shark are the 2 best boosts around here. You have then also got Rainbow and Timeless, which feature Race Start and Speed as well. Now in the middle you have got your track map. You have got blue for conserve, yellow for neutral, red for attack modes, but remember if you've got DRS, it's a really tricky track to use DRS. Don't get a massive advantage out of it. The best place is to use it down that home straight, and you get pretty much every lap usage of it. It is a tricky track, but remember, attack if you are using DRS. Do not sit on conserve. Singapore in wet conditions. If this now is one of the harder tracks in F1 Clash, it is certainly going to be a pain in the backside, especially in wet conditions, because AI tend to follow the same strategies. We have got race start drivers being required in Singapore, with a power unit setup also required, so make sure to pick those drivers and parts to match the track stats. Now it is 6 laps at Singapore. We've got a 2-stop strategy across the board, the 222s, and a champion free wet. So nice and straightforward in wet conditions, but the AI are going to follow the same as well. Now above the top of my head you have got the race start and power unit boost. You've got Surf, Rooster, Gladiator and Frost are the best ones, with a shout to Instinct as well. And then in the middle you've got your track map. Now DRS I don't feel is very effective around Singapore, so you've got 3 big straights, but they don't seem to be that good of overtaking opportunities. You can still use them in the zones that we've provided, but again, if not using DRS, major conserve down that blue sections, because you're going to get some good power unit and you can overtake through the corners here at Singapore too, so make sure to move up to red to get that attacking done. On to Canada then, Montreal. We've still got overtaking at Canada. We've still got cornering at Canada. So overtaking drivers and a cornering setup required for Montreal. Now it is an 8-lap circuit, and predominantly we do feature some 2-stops early on, with Junior featuring heavily on a 2-stop. We've also Challenger the possibility, but if not, we can go to a 1-stop. 4 mediums come in quite a lot handy, as well as 4 softs down in Champion. So that is your strategy, and that is your time management recommendations as well. Now above the top of my head you're going to see the boosts that are recommended around this circuit. Copper and Herald are the 2 that feature overtaking and cornering very nicely. You've also got Glitz, Cranberry and Ode. No shock to see where DRS is being used at this circuit. Down that back straight, even the home straight where the start finish line is, really good DRS. If you haven't got DRS available, conserve down them straights instead. A lot of attacking to be done through the corners here at Montreal. This track map, a funky track map, it's Miami of all places, and obviously some track stat changes this year. Defending drivers now required around Miami, and we've also got a speed setup being required here as well, so make sure to pick your defensive drivers and your speed parts. It is only 6 laps here as well, so we're expecting the 1-stop to only be good enough. You don't want to be doing a 2-stop rear here, it's not the fastest way around. Junior on the hards, Challenger and Contender on the mediums, Champions on the soft, nice and straightforward. Above the top of my head, Rainbow, Tulip, Voice and Warrior. Obviously the top 2 are featured as the better ones, so also Voice very, very strong. And then the track map in the middle, 2 big places to conserve the power unit, one on the home straight as well. Obviously, the 2 big conservation zones also basically give you best DRS zones. So use one of them to attack as well, and use ERS, or your power unit you want to call it, to attack too. It is a good track for overtaking, but DRS is going to be super strong with them big, long straights. Barcelona and Spain. Tyre management, drivers and cornering setup now being required. So you need to make sure you've got your drivers selected and your setup selected for tyre management and cornering. Pretty much the same as last year it is. 10 laps though to come in Barcelona. We have got pretty much a lot of 2-stops out there. Junior, Challenger and Contender all rocking the 2-stop. Even Champion with a 2-stop strategy as well. That does go to a 1-stop strategy too, if you can, all the way up to 90 tyre management. So we should be used to this track last year, but obviously an extra lap to do. Now the boosts above my head, Movember, Saar and Nazar. You've also got Downforce and Self-Control, all feature tyre management and cornering. In the middle we have your track map. We have got blue for conserve, obviously red for attacking through the corners. Usually get a pretty good race start around Barcelona, and obviously DRS if you're going to be using it down that long straight. If not, conserve on that long straight.